Warning. This podcast may contain spoilers from whatever TV show or movie is mentioned. Please listen at your own discretion. Welcome to Viewers Anonymous.
Yo, what's going on? I am Scoots Bronson.
And I am S. Foster.
That's right, and you tuned into another episode of the Viewers Anonymous podcast where we give you our very own reviews and takes of movies and TV straight out of Hollywood. What's going on with you, my guy?
Man, I can't call it, man. All I know is I'm feeling good today, man. And I feel like this is gonna be one of the ones.
Oh, for sure.
I think this is gonna be one of the ones, man. This one right here has been a long time coming. This shit is right up our alley, man.
Yes.
Right up our alley. But
Yes.
I'm excited about the pod, man. Feeling all right. How you feeling though? Everything good with you?
Man, I am excited. I am elated. All the synonyms for feeling good. You know what I'm saying? This is a great weekend, first and foremost, because football is back. You know what I'm saying? First
True.
official weekend of week one of the NFL. You know what I'm saying? College football is back as well. This is week 2 of college football. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm really, really excited, man. The JBP come back this Saturday. So you know what I'm saying? I got something to listen to tomorrow while I go to work, man. So I'm super excited about that as well. But definitely, man, football is back. I got the NFL Sunday ticket, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to go. I'm excited.
That's what's up, man. It's yeah, man, the JBP, man, they've been out for a minute, man. They took their little vacation, man. I had to I had a lot of time to fill in those slots, you know.
For sure.
I remember telling you that on Tuesday on the we was about to record the Tuesday pod.
Yeah, man. 3 hours. 3 hours of freedom.
You know that's what I'm saying, man.
That's tough to feel. That's tough to feel on a Wednesday, bro.
It really is. It really is. So but yeah, man, I'm with you though, man. I'm excited about that. You know, things been looking a little up. Got some shit to smile about. Was happy my son started. They look. I mean, the way they put it down as like conditioning, but it's like, you know, it's basically kind of like a conditioning tryouts / you know what I mean? Just really kind of see what they got. Cause like, my son was like, it was like 30 kids. I was like, well, yeah, you know, 30 kids ain't gonna make the team. So,
nah, not at all.
Yeah. So, you know, gonna see how that go, man. This is his first time in a while doing something organized shit. You know, like the first organized year he played was when he was 8.
Okay.
So so now, you know, 13 going on 14, you know, he wanna go out and do something, which is good for him, man. I think it's good for kids to get out, get involved in things, get that team atmosphere. Cause ain't nothing like that, man. It's like, you know, even if those friendships don't last, it's like there's a different bond when you know what I'm saying, basically go to war with some people. You know what I'm saying? That kind of be there for, you know what I'm saying, for a long time. So excited about that as well. But
right.
But yeah, man. But glad to be back in the lab, man.
Man, for sure, man, for sure. So before we actually get into, you know what I'm saying, the feature presentation, man, we got to give you guys a little bit of something, you know what I'm saying, that you can go check out, something to lean on. You know what I'm saying? Something like a little trailer before we get to it, man. We like to call it, though, what we watching. You ready, bro?
Yes, sir.
Let's get into it.
What we watching?
Man, shout out to our guy Casey for that drop, man. So this week, what you got for us?
All right, man. So I got one movie for the people today, man.
Okay.
It is a Robert Rodriguez film. You know what I'm saying? Written by him, directed by him, starring Ben Affleck, and it got my girl Alison Braga in it, man. She was the main character in Queen of the South. That was my joint, man. She killed that. But it's a movie called Hypnotic. It's a Peacock movie. Well, at least it's on Peacock. So when I saw who was in it, I was like, man, let me check this out. It ended up being, I mean, it was it wasn't great. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great. You know what I'm saying? Kind of middle of the road type of film, but like the concept was kind of wild. It was like basically this guy, it started out this guy was robbing a bank, and they was trying to figure out like who was all in on it or whatever, whatnot. But at the same time, Ben Affleck's character, uh, he's in therapy. He's a cop. He's in
Mhm.
therapy because he quote unquote lost his daughter at the park. Like he was like he seen her playing. He kind of turned his head for a second, turned around, she was gone. So like his daughter's missing, and they're trying to find his daughter.
Right.
But so while that's going on, he's still working as a detective or whatever, and they was trying to figure out these bank robberies and trying to figure out who's involved. But then they keep watching this guy that's doing it. He can basically hypnotize people.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like he got this ability to just say like a quote to you, and you just do everything he wants you to do. And so what ended up happening was he ended up getting uh with the girl, and then come to find out like this whole thing is not what we thought it was, because then it got to a point where this dude had to drop on him,
Mhm.
and then he was able to somehow miraculously be able to do the hypnotized shit too, where he say something to people and then they flip on the dude and come to
Okay.
find out now they're like, oh shit, now you got the shit too, and no.
Yeah.
Is I'm not gonna tell it because I want you to see it,
Mhm.
but like there is a plot twist in there,
Okay.
and you kind of see like, oh, okay, now I get it now, because basically like the little girl, his little girl is like this prodigy. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And like she has something that nobody else has, and that's why his daughter was quote unquote missing, taken, whatever you want to call it.
Mhm.
So yeah, so it's a movie on Peacock, man. It's called Hypnotic, starring Ben Affleck. You know, I haven't seen him in nothing other than when I seen him in The Flash, but I haven't seen him in like a quote unquote movie other than that trash
Mhm.
ass movie that was on Hulu with him and that
Right.
girl. That shit was bad. But
Yeah. That's hilarious.
but nah, man. So if y'all get a chance, man, check out Hypnotic on Peacock.
That's what's up, man. So I also only have one. For all you anime fans out there, man, Netflix did something very, very special, man. They made a live action, and they did it right this time. A live action anime of One Piece. And you know what I'm saying? One Piece is one of those animes that I kind of found late, but I once I seen it, man, I was hooked. To me, it's the second best anime I've seen since Attack on Titan. Um, but it's about a young guy who pretty much wants to be the king of pirates. And in this world that he lives in, pirates kind of rule the world. You know what I'm saying? It's about selling the seven seas and getting to this place called the Grand Line to find this treasure called the One Piece. And for whoever finds the One Piece, you know what I'm saying, becomes the king of pirates. And so his name is Monkey D. Luffy. If you guys are already a part of the One Piece community, salute to you. If you're not and you like anime, One Piece is definitely one of those animes you want to start and get caught up with. But it is a series on Netflix. It pretty much covers like the first season of or majority, well, not majority, but some of the first season of the anime. You know what I'm saying? They got certain characters in there. They kind of follow the storyline. A lot of it looks like a bunch of people in cosplay, but it's not bad cosplay, which I appreciate it. All of the characters, you know what I'm saying, they look pretty much kind of like what the anime characters look like in the actual show. Um, but everything is great. The CGI is horrible, but it's not horrible to the point to where you won't want to watch it no more. It's a good horrible. So I definitely appreciated that. And there's this thing in One Piece where it's this fruit called devil fruit. And if you eat devil fruit, you gain these like powers. So like with Luffy, he ate the gum gum fruit, which gives him powers to stretch. It's another guy who ate a fruit that gives him the power to harden his body and all that. Um, You know what I'm saying? Like it's different characters that eat different fruits, so they all got like different powers and stuff. So they run across these. But the only con to eating the fruit is that you can't swim. So yeah, exactly. So you're a pirate, but you know what I'm saying, if you get in the water, it's nothing you could do. You know what I'm saying? Water is like the weakness for anybody who eats the devil fruit. So it's a very interesting concept as far as the show goes, but it's an amazing show. So if you are in the anime, and if you are definitely in the One Piece, definitely check this out. Even if you're not in the One Piece, definitely check this out. I think they did a great job, and this is by far to me one of the best live action anime adaptations that that anybody has really put out. Dragon Ball Z did a horrible job. Um, I heard Full Metal Alchemist was horrible. Cowboy Bebop, a lot of people didn't like that. That was kind of like, you know what I'm saying, on the fence. You know what I'm saying? That was pretty much a quarter flip. I thought it was pretty good. That actually got me into rewatching the original Cowboy Bebop, but I think this one is the one that will make people actually go back and watch the original anime. So definitely check that out. It's on Netflix. It's called One Piece. You can't miss it. It's only one season. You know what I'm saying? Go enjoy that, man. And you're welcome. Trust me. I'm telling you, you're welcome. So let's go ahead and move on, man. Let's get into it, man. This is what we've been, you know what I'm saying, excited to talk about. Both of us are football fans, whether it's high school, whether it's pee wee, whether it's, you know what I'm saying, collegiate, whether it's professional. Um, we enjoy football as a sport. That's one of the things I definitely appreciate about you, is because not only are you a fan of it, but you've actually played the sport. You played it at a higher level than I have, but you know what I'm saying, we can definitely talk about certain things, and I know for a fact, like, you know what I'm saying, you appreciate the collegiate level, you appreciate the professional level. And you know what I'm saying, the best thing about this is that, you know what I'm saying, not only do we have this in common, but our love for it is the same as well. Like, and it's not too many people where, you know what I'm saying, you can get on that level to find that love of football. Um, Especially people that, you know what I'm saying, love podcasting as well. So we are in a very, very tight knit group. So we're talking about BS High, the story of Bishop Sycamore High School. Now I gotta go ahead. I want to go first on this one because first and foremost, I want to say that Bishop Sycamore is not a representation of anything that Ohio high school football has to offer. Okay, being the Ohio residential, the, you know what I'm saying, the residential spokesman for Ohio, this is nothing that Ohio has to offer. Now, I will also say this. This is my second thing. I had this whole story confused. Okay, when I initially heard this story, I thought that Bishop Sycamore went in there and beat up on IMG. Going back and rewatching this, I realized that I had this all wrong. I've been saying this all wrong for this whole time. IMG beat the shit out of these boys. Okay. Now I know what you're thinking. Well, yeah, they probably good and these guys aren't. No. What you learn in this documentary is that a lot of these niggas was 20 something years old, 22 years old, you know what I'm saying, 19 years old. Yeah. IMG is a school full of 15 through 19 grade year old
What
people.
I would say, knowing IMG for what they are, I would say at the max, you might have 1 or 2 16-year-olds. I think IMG is more of an academy that has more 17 to 18-year-olds.
Okay.
Because
let's say
it's
that
a,
then.
you know, because it's a recruiting thing, and you know what I'm saying, and then
Yeah.
they got to know if you're any good anyway. So like,
Yeah.
so when it comes
So
to this prep
let's
school
say that.
stuff,
You're right.
I don't think they like have like, oh, we got this
Right.
freshman. Like,
No,
nah, they ain't
yeah.
how
I'm
IMG
just
work.
saying, like, this is a real school, first and foremost.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So you're right. Let's just say 17 through 18-year-olds, 17, 18-year-olds, right? They're playing a bunch of guys that's what? Some of them 14, 15, some of them 19. It was a nigga on there that was 20 something. Okay, these is technically grown ass men. These are
Yes.
college football players at the most, right? This is what college has to offer at the lowest level. Let's just say that. Now, at one point in time, there was this thing where everybody used to make fun of my Browns, my Cleveland Browns, right? And they would say
Mhm.
that the Cleveland Browns, right, couldn't beat the Alabama Crimson Tide. They
I
would say
remember that.
that, you know what I'm saying, the Alabama Crimson Tide would go in, they could probably beat the Cleveland Browns, right? And then I would laugh because I would say, yeah, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Alabama was a good team that year in multiple years, of course, but there's no way in hell that they were going to go into an NFL stadium and play an NFL team and beat an NFL team. I don't give a fuck how bad they were. And then at one point in time, it got off of us and got onto the Detroit Lions. And even then, I said, as much as I hate the Detroit Lions because they in that state, I said there's no way that they were going to lose to a college team, right?
Mhm.
This documentary has probably proven me wrong because now I'm not even talking about the documentary per se. I'm just talking about because I witnessed the game or parts of the game in live action. And I never really paid attention to the score. I was just, it's like you got the game on TV, you walking past, you doing your thing. You know how it be sometimes. It's a high school game. I don't really pay too much attention to him, but my step pop, you know what I'm saying? He definitely watches all of that. So he's watching the game. I'm walking past. I just see a game on TV. Not knowing that this is Bishop Sycamore and IMG on TV. And I realized what the score was watching this documentary. It was like 58-0.
Mhm.
Now, when you have grown ass men out there on the field, you would think that these guys, would be able to hold a candle to some niggas in high school. I don't care how organized they are. They in high school. No. No, 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 no. They couldn't hold their weight. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't hold
Mhm.
a grocery bag if it was put in their hand at this point. To get beat 58-0 by niggas in high school is crazy when you're a grown man. I remember playing backyard football. We would play every Saturday. And it was some dudes that was like, 19, 20 or whatever. We was like 17, maybe 16, playing against these dudes. And these dudes would tackle us. And it would hurt.
Mhm.
But, you know what I'm saying? They was a little bit quicker than us. They was stronger than us, of course. But usually we would lose those games when those dudes came to play. Now, IMG have given me faith to know that at one point in time we possibly could have beat them niggas. Um, watching this documentary, bro. What were some of your thoughts? What were some of the things that stood out to you? How did you feel watching this?
Well, there was a ton of stuff to stand out,
Mm-hmm.
um, which we will get into later on in the pod. But like, initially, the very first thoughts that came to my mind was just how narcissistic, how how much Coach Roy was just an opportunist. You know what I'm saying? Who
Yeah.
would, con artists, just even the way it started, like the very first thing you see when this dude is sitting down, he was like, "How do y'all want me to put my hands?"
He said I did a crash course in body language.
Yeah, and I'm like, "You got to be kidding me! This is really on film. Like this is the first thing you see is this dude is
Yeah.
like, yo, like I need to have my body language right so they can see that I'm sincere." And it's like, oh yeah, this dude's
Mm-hmm.
full of shit.
Yeah.
Everything about this guy is full of shit.
Yeah.
And like that was like my very first initial thing that I noticed about this guy. And like, even though, because me and you were talking about this, and I was like, all right, I see how this pod is gonna go.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, like the thing is like he's a guy that if it's technically, and y'all gonna hear me say it a lot today, if it's technically not a rule, then it's like he thrives on that. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of shit, just like that dude said that the dude that really had the story from the jump, but nobody would listen to him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what was that kid's name? I think it was well anyway, the one white kid, I think his name was
Mm-hmm.
Ben. He was like, the one example that I used for you, and I was like, oh God, this is what this pod is gonna be today.
Mhm.
So they played a game like on like a Tuesday or something, and then they had another game like that Friday.
No.
It
They
was,
played a game. They played a game on Friday
and then had to turn around and play
and
another
had to
one
play IMG on a Sunday.
on a Sunday. Okay, so he's like, there's nothing in the rule book that say that you can't play 2 games in 1 week.
That's true.
Now, technically, yes, he's right. But morally, that's not what we do.
No, definitely not. You're right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the way, like, I remember my high school shit. It was Monday, full pass, offensive day. Tuesday, full pass, defensive day. Wednesday, we didn't have the lower
Partial
pads.
Yeah, partial pads.
You know what I'm saying? Partial pads.
Yep.
And we
Thursday
really
and Friday
kind
is
of,
walkthroughs.
yeah, well, Friday was with the game, but Thursday was the walkthrough. So
Yeah.
like Wednesday, we put the offense and defense together, and we have ones going against ones, but we wouldn't tackle each other because we didn't have the bottoms on. You know what I'm saying? You have to give your body time to recuperate.
Y'all didn't do walkthroughs before y'all games?
Like we would do like we would mostly go like over the game plan basically. Like our Thursday,
y'all was for real.
Our Thursday practice was just helmets, and that was our walkthrough.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So
we still did that before the game. Yeah, they were still doing walkthroughs before the games.
But the point I'm saying is just like you always have to give your body time to recover.
Mm-hmm.
And when you got guys who were not eating properly,
right?
They don't have a facility. I didn't see anywhere of them lifting weights.
What you mean? You ain't see them at Super Kick?
There wasn't no weights in there.
There wasn't nothing in there, brother.
Exactly, but a field. You know what I'm saying? So like it's like, and then like the one guy used for an example, he was like, okay, like yeah, there's not a rule against it, but he was like, it's not a rule of putting the nail in your leg. Yeah, it's like, but nobody's gonna do it. It's like common sense. There's certain shit that just comes, even though common sense isn't so common, but it's like it's certain shit that's just like this whole thing about this whole Bishop Sycamore school thing. There isn't technically a rule of creating a high school because nobody thought that somebody would be dumb enough to try to do the shit. Like, so
until a nigga dumb enough to try. Just saying,
so
man.
I'm watching this shit, man, and I'm hearing like I told you, we're gonna have our fun, but like there are some serious moments in here where it's like, yo, like some of the shit was some bullshit, which we'll get there. But like initially, just the very first thing you see, he's like, like you said, I took a crash course on body language, like how he asking them like, how do I look, and I don't want to look like I'm not being sincere, and it's like, okay, he about to play this whole fucking shit, like,
oh no, for sure.
And he just came off as like, don't get me wrong, he's a craftsman at talking, like, you know what I'm saying? He talked to the camera, yo. One of the funniest shit, and I don't know if you caught this. Like the funniest thing that I saw in this whole thing was when he was talking. Well, so the two dudes that was the camera guys.
Yeah, the camera crew.
Okay. Yeah, the camera crew, right? So he's like, so the camera, like the dude was like, yo, basically, he said we got $30 split, basically. A piece. They got $60. Yeah. And so they asked Roy about it. He was like, oh, but they're my friends.
Yeah. They're like family.
They're like, yo, you want to talk about hilarious? Hey, I was in my fucking living room dying laughing.
They was like, laughing. Yo. That's how crazy it was. They was laughing. And then let me tell you, it wasn't the fact that they got paid $30. No. They got paid $30 a piece for gas.
Yo. I'm sitting here like, and he was so serious. He was like, oh, they're my friends. Pay them. Like, they're my friends. Like, I know
those family. Guys. I know those guys.
Yo, to me, that was hilarious. But I was like, yo, this dude, he's a whole nother level. Like, there aren't many people like this guy in this world.
No, for sure.
And like, so that was like initially like my first take of this was like immediately when it came on, you're being told that this guy, everything that you're about to hear, he's completely full of shit. Because he's sitting there talking about, let me get my body language right. So people can make it seem like I am being, you know what I'm saying, sincere at what I'm saying. That was my initial take of seeing this shit. And I was like, yo, this is about to be this documentary is about to take us on a ride. And it did.
Nice. So for me, right, the one question that he asked to me that kind of set the tone for this whole thing, when he looked up and he said, "Do I look like a con man?" And he said, whoever he was talking to, the guy replied, "You look good." He laughed and he said, "Yeah, you didn't answer my question."
Answer my question.
That let me know everything I had to know. Nigga, if you have to ask somebody, do I look...
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Come on, man.
You don't find that suspicious?
Everything about this nigga was suspicious. Dr. Umar would have had a field day with this nigga, first and foremost. So, listening to him talk, right? There was this thing that he said that I also gathered. That he said, "I'm the most honest liar that I know." And then when he explained it, he said, "If there's facts about it, I'll tell the truth." He said, "But if it's any unknowns, I'm going to lie." And the interviewer, who's also the producer, he said, "You don't feel bad about lying to people about things that they can't prove?" He said, "No." Yeah, like with the ease. No. What you mean? Another thing that stood out to me is he said that, and when he started this, he said the one thing that he learned about business people was that no matter what happened, they find a way to make it look good, even if they don't have money. And I said, man, that's a very impressive note to take when you're in a situation like this. Because what I seen was this was going to be one of two things. Either everybody was going to hate this guy, or there were going to be some people that hated this guy, but there were also going to be some people that loved this guy. And I think the latter is what kind of happened with this documentary. Because what media is today, especially television and social media and all that is a cesspool for negativity, right? You got Love and Hip Hop, you got Real Housewives and all these other reality shows. This dude is a walking, talking reality show. It writes itself. Just put a camera on this man and let him do what he does, right? Put a couple dollars in his pocket and let him play his game. And I guarantee you, ratings are going to go through the roof. But the one thing that really stood out to me, and this is the main thing that stood out to me, is when they showed him the footage of the players talking about him. You could see him getting enraged through that whole situation. And he asked them, "Can we take a break?" But they kept the mic on him. They kept the mic hot. But they said, he said, "Can we take a break?" They like, "Yeah, sure." He went outside, and I think he was talking to his partner or whatever. And he was like, "Yo, these motherfuckers." He said, "After all I've done for them," that spoke volumes.
He called them ungrateful motherfuckers.
Yeah. In his head, he really believes that he was really doing something for these boys. He really believes that he really put these boys in position to win. After you find out all of the things that ended up happening and they ended up going through, a lot of these guys ended up losing. When they showed the credits at the end or right before the credits and they show you everybody's story, they only showed two people that was in college, and both of them niggas was in Louisville. everybody else that they showed was working regular jobs, still hoping to get a chance to get into a college to end up trying to get to the league. That means that the quarterback, right? What's his name? Oh my God, what is his name?
I forget what his name was.
Taylor or Tyreek. It was something. I know it started with a T. This nigga had a chance to go play for Hugh Jackson at Grambling State. He like, yo, I'm committing. I don't care. I got an offer. I'm ready. Him and his mom crying, only to find out later that he couldn't get on because he was a member of Bishop Sycamore. And he was affiliated with that shit. Bro, like, you know how fucking heartbreaking that is? Like, you done already went through this shit personally. Like, you done dealt with this shit. Only to then find out that you got a slim chance to get out of here. You finally get that chance. You got a chance to go somewhere and actually play and show yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm not that. And as soon as you get a chance to do it, they can't even fuck with you because of the situation you done already been through. So now you gotta, technically he went through it twice. They all really did, but you know what I'm saying? He went through it twice. That's fucked up. Another thing that stood out to me, which was crazy, was them talking about the IMG game. And not so much of the, you know what I'm saying, the play, because knowing that it was a fake school, knowing that they didn't really have shit in place and all that. Now knowing what I know, I wouldn't have never expected them niggas to go in there and be able to compete with a team like that. Especially when it was showing the shit about IMG. Like you said, this is a fucking professional high school at this point. Like, these niggas might well be pro-am. They might actually be able to compete in some type of college division. That's how good these niggas supposed to be, right? But the fact that they were on ESPN, the fact that he said that they only got scheduled because nobody else wanted to play this school.
Yeah, nobody. Yeah, it's hard for IMG to get a full schedule.
Yeah, like, this how good this school is. Don't nobody want to even go up against them because they know, like, they're gonna get their shit busted. The fact that they even got the chance to schedule this school, and then not only that, right? You're on ESPN. You're literally on. You're not on ESPN2. You're not on ESPN3 on web. No, you on ESPN. This is an actual game that's being shown on TV, national television. There's guys out there who ain't on the roster. Niggas is getting injured left and right. You don't have a medical staff. They went through like 5 quarterbacks. Only one nigga was a quarterback. Everybody else was DB/wide receivers. And not only that, you get beat 58-0. Then his response was, yo, we won. Even though we lost, we still won because we got on ESPN. I got one more after this. But he said we got on ESPN. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got y'all tape, everything else. I gave y'all an extra year, blah, blah, blah. He mentioned a whole bunch of shit, right? Even though, you know what I'm saying, and motherfuckers was getting injured left and right. The commentators start talking about how much this, you know what I'm saying, like how this game was fucking a slugfest at first, and then next thing you know, it just became a heavyweight beating on a bantamweight. They were obviously out of their league, right? Mm-hmm. The last thing I want to point out though was that through all of this that had happened with that IMG game, the most important thing was the fact that these kids were going out, well, not even kids, most of them weren't even kids, but these dudes were going out there playing against these guys, and they thought that they really thought that this was the real opportunity that they had. And he sold them on the fact that this was an opportunity that they had, knowing that they wasn't going to classes. None niggas was getting shit put in their name. Niggas end up leaving this shit with eviction and PPP loans. Like he really conned the shit out of these kids and their parents, and had no remorse for it. Like that, this shit was crazy, bro. This shit was really wild.
Yeah, man. And like, you know, to piggyback off of everything that you were saying, it was just like for them to play a game 3 days later against, you know, a powerhouse of a school with facilities that are like, dude,
And this is basically a pickup game. This ain't even before the game before the IMG game that they played in Pennsylvania. This was some shit. He just was like, hey, yo, we just gonna go play them just to warm up against. This ain't no scrimmage, because usually that's what niggas do. We go scrimmage against other teams. No, this is a real game.
I mean, they was even the game that they played, and they still lost. They still really got beat down.
No. They said these niggas never won a game.
Yeah, Bishop Sycamore never won a game. Yeah.
Fam, listen. Not only did they never win a game, nobody graduated from this quote unquote school. But why are niggas going here knowing that they never won it? Y'all niggas don't get no info on the record or nothing.
See, I was gonna get there because like we're kind of like on the serious joint right now.
Mm-hmm. No, let's have some fun at this point.
But
serious shit out. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, but there's still some other shit though that wasn't mentioned. Like I mentioned earlier, like they was working out at this place, but they were just running drills. They weren't lifting no weights.
They showed a few clips there was lifting weights though.
Man, they weren't really doing that.
There's like at the local Y.
So you got these dudes, and where shit started really to turn a little bit was when this one dude took a picture of some of the shit that they was eating.
Yeah. And
so his mom was like, yo, like, what the fuck is going on? Mm-hmm. And then come to find out, these dudes are getting banned from Walmarts and shit because they're going in there and stealing food. They were like, because there was even one clip of the dude, like the coach knocked on the door and he opened the door. Hey, man, you all right? He was like, nah, man, I'm hungry.
This nigga said, I would call them and say, I need 25 rotisserie chicken. I will wait till the deli is about to close to go buy them because they wouldn't mark them down to $2 to $3 a pop. My nigga.
Yes.
And then this is what pissed me off, right? I'm sorry, I got to get this off. When he heard the testimony from the players, remember he walked off and then he came back and he was like, I should have just quit when I seen that the church was leaving the faith school alone. I should have just stopped there. No, nigga, you should have stopped to the point to where you had to go buy fucking 25 rotisserie chickens for $2 to $3 a pop for these fucking kids. You got these niggas flying around places and doing all this other shit, but you can't feed these niggas? Nigga, they need nutrition to play the fucking game. You already losing every goddamn game. They probably losing every goddamn game because they hungry.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. These dudes, they're not eating. They out here breaking the law just to eat. They out here breaking the law just to eat.
Yeah.
And so then I think that these dudes are going, hotel to hotel, and like I say, he everything he would say, he's the habitual toy the line person.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I didn't know this. If you going into like a hotel situation and you got like a group of rooms, you know what I mean? Like he was like, so what? I can get this amount of rooms for 60 to 90 days and I don't have to pay. No, it was something like I don't have to pay it to like 60 to 90 days.
Right.
He was like, yeah, I'm going to do it. And he was like, and when we get evicted, half the season's over anyway. Mm-hmm. So he was like, I'll just leave. But the fucked up part about it is, like you said, he started using players' names.
Yep.
And then these players end up having eviction shit on their damn credit and these damn PPP loans, which the one thing that really bothered me, and I know some of these guys, maybe didn't really have like quote unquote parents around. Some of them was kind of homeless. So I could get how some of the guys ended up being there. But there was one dude who was like, he texted his dad because Roy asked him to do a contract.
Mm-hmm.
and it asks for their name, first and last name, address,
And they
and their
social.
social security number. And he said he told his dad about it. And he was like basically, what the fuck you need your social security number for?
Right.
And he was like, he didn't think nothing of it. All right, cool. That's where it's kind of like, all right, I got to give pushback to some of these parents. Like, you got to tell your kids, why are you giving your fucking, like, okay, to play sports, like, yeah, I used to have, the school had a copy of my fucking,
They had a copy of
social security
everything.
number. Yeah, they had the copy of your birth certificate and all that shit.
Exactly.
Y'all know y'all ain't going to school. And then the sad part about it, they had one dude on the roster. Listen, people, there was one guy on the roster. When they looked his name up, because like you said, some people's name wasn't on the roster, blah, blah, blah. So they got once they start seeing that this game would start becoming a bloodbath, like they started, like the commentators started doing like research, like during the game. They had a player on the team who was in a JUCO college the year before, and he was a sophomore.
No, nigga, he was still registered in the JUCO.
But
he was a sophomore playing for them.
Yo, he knew better.
Come on, bro.
And that's what I'm saying. Some like dudes like him, I don't feel bad for him. Like
no,
he knows the game.
Yeah, you fucked it up for yourself. First, okay, this is my confusion, right? Because what I don't want to do is I don't want to just put all the pressure on Roy, because he's mainly responsible for this shit. But nigga, at 20 and 19 and all these other ages, you also have to take some fucking accountability.
Yes.
First and foremost, right? I remember being on Pee-wee teams, and when some shit wasn't going right, somebody spoke up. Somebody said something. If it wasn't to the coach, it was to the team. You mean to tell me these niggas ain't say nothing? You ain't going to class, none. These niggas just talking about what they told one nigga, we just gonna help you with your ACT, right? Second, if you 22, why are you on a high school team?
And that's just like Roy tried to say. And then this is the thing. When they asked him about, did you know that you had dudes on your team that was over the age of 18? He tried to act like he didn't know. And then
he said no.
And then he says, well, there ain't no rule to it. And then then they read him the Ohio rule book.
Mm-hmm.
If you are 19 and you turn 20 before the school year over, you're ineligible to play.
Absolutely. And as a former person that went to an Ohio high school, I can tell you that is true.
That's the same here. I think that's nationwide.
No, listen, I know a nigga that was 20 years old at our school. Got held back a bunch. I'm not gonna name no name, but couldn't play sports. He was eligible to play sports, couldn't play sports because he turned 20.
Exactly, and that's how it is. So it's just like Roy, man. Like, but I'm with you that a lot of these kids, but like I said, the ones who were kind of living on the street didn't really have nothing really going for themselves and shit like that. And then like, I guess their parents was kind of looking at it like, well, nobody else is really kind of giving you an opportunity. But like, I think that if you are, but what we have, I hate to say this, but Uncle Washington used to talk about this a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He used to say one of the rules that were, that the United States used to use back in the days for Black people to not vote was they used to say that they had to take literacy tests.
Mm-hmm.
And that was basically a thing where they would rig the test to where you wouldn't pass it and you wouldn't be able to vote. So they'll be like, hey, look, we gave you the opportunity to vote, but exactly.
Yeah.
And so what ends up happening is there are a lot of people who are either not educated or just really like just don't understand certain things. And I think that's where some of these parents, now I'm not calling them stupid or anything like that. It's just more of like, there's certain things that some people don't know. But then when you tell them that there's an opportunity that something could happen, they're just like, okay, cool, jump on it. Like somebody like me who, kind of knows the game. Like I know, like I know hindsight being 2020, but this Bishop Sycamore shit never would have happened with me and my kids. Because I know, like, I mean, you know, we talked about this before. You know what I'm saying? I went and played. Well, I went through a red shirt year at Fairmont State University. So, like, you know, I know a little bit, you know, about this, and it's like, yo, all of this shit is sketchy. And like that one guy who went in with Roy in the beginning, he was cool with Roy. He was like, man, me and Roy would stay on the phone. He was like, my wife would be like, is Roy Rashida, like something going on? Like what's going on? And so he's like, everything that they said was an idea. He told him, like, what you're saying is gonna take 3 to 4 years to even get it started. So he was like, he shows up where Roy tell him to be. He was like, yeah, you know, we got these kids here. He's like, what fucking kids? What you talking about? He's like, this ain't a bus. He's like, a tour bus. Kids getting off. He's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And he's like, nah, like something ain't right about this. Because when they brought the dude's name up, Roy tried to act like he didn't know who he was.
Yeah, he said who?
Yeah, and it was like, oh man, he was there for like a month. Well, let me be for real. He was there for like 6
he said he was there for like a week. And then it was like a week. He was like, nah, really, man. He was there for like 8 months. Wait a minute, nigga. That's a huge stretch. That's damn near a year. Like a week to go from a week to 8. Let me tell you something. Let's just put it like this, right? Because most niggas think, right? And this is how I want to give you this analogy. Most niggas think that we just get on here and we just talk, right? When we're doing podcasts. And that's what they think most podcasters do. When you realize that talking for an hour, because most motherfuckers could talk as much as they want to. When they get on the podcast, I've seen niggas only go for 10 to 15 minutes at max. Just, you know, having a conversation and bringing shit up. Interesting shit at that. But when you have to go for an hour plus, that changes things. Because not only do you have to be interesting, not only do you have to have, you know what I'm saying, some sort of entertainment value, you got to be able to be comprehensive and coherent, right? Most niggas can't make that last. So basically he said podcasting, yeah, that nigga was only there for 15, 20 minutes. Meanwhile, this nigga did a whole episode with this nigga. What is this nigga
I like what you did there.
Yeah, what is this nigga talking about? 8 months? Nigga, he only missed what? 3? He missed winter at this point. He just wasn't there for winter, bro. He was there fucking spring, summer, and fall. He just wasn't there for winter, bro. What are we talking about? How the fuck do you go from a week to 8 months, bro? And then you try to play it out. Who? No, nigga, you know exactly who the fuck this man is talking about. The fuck? 8 months? Hey. Nigga, I'm gonna just be honest. That's a whole school year.
Yo, listen, that's like saying, you want to know the difference between you going to your parents, right? And be like, yo, I met this girl a week ago.
Exactly.
I'm about to marry her.
Exactly.
It's gonna sound completely different when you say, I've been with this girl for 8 months.
Exactly.
I want to marry her. Yo,
exactly.
What are you talking about?
No, then the craziest shit is this. The craziest shit is this nigga say who. Meanwhile, the other nigga like, yeah, man, me and this nigga be sitting on the couch talking and shit and da-da-da. My wife think we got something going on. Meanwhile, this nigga on the side like, I don't know who this nigga is. What? The fuck? No wonder this nigga wanted to choke the shit out of you, bro. I would too. You mean to tell me you've been at my house, you done been around my wife and all this other shit, and now, nigga, you just don't even fuck with me? Nah, man. That shit was crazy. I'll tell you another thing that was crazy. The fact that this nigga had parents around this whole shit. Yeah. Right? He had the team mom, the dude that was the coach, the co-coach, assistant coach, whatever. He was a co-coach. He wasn't no assistant coach. And then he had a team mom and the lady who played the trainer who was the quarterback's mom. So he had 3 parents that
and
was
none
associated.
of y'all thought this shit was odd.
Bruh, They was
Yo,
associated with all this shit. None of y'all never seen the school. None of this shit.
No, this is the crazy part. So the team mom that was the fucking quote unquote trainer, her son is the quarterback. He's the only motherfucker out there with a black helmet with a red face mask.
No, it was two of them. It was two of them because the lineman had one too.
But then she said that's his high school helmet that don't even qualify. Well, with the new helmets that they have, like she was like, it basically wouldn't like pass the inspection, basically.
Yeah.
Because there's new helmets now. Right. And she was like, he's wearing his high school helmet. You don't think there's dudes coming out the field and handing helmets to another guy because they don't have enough helmets?
Fuck the football shit. You didn't think it was odd that your kid wasn't going to class?
Exactly. But you also don't think that it's odd. And this is another thing. You know your son, 19, 20, 21, 22 years old, and they're playing high school kids. You know this.
Let me tell you something. I got two boys, right? If either one of them niggas turn 22, or fuck that, turn 20, and they tell me, hey, dad, you know what I'm saying? I know I couldn't get into a JUCO, but there's a high school. Nigga, it's a high school that's, you know what I'm saying, that's pretty much willing to, you know what I'm saying, bring me in and help me get, sir, you're 19 years old. First and foremost, you already graduated. What is high school going to do for you?
Yeah. That's the crazy part. Like the one parent was like, yeah, like he graduated 2 years ago.
The one nigga got out of jail.
Like
it was a nigga that just got out of jail, bro. Like this is my thing, right? Because first and foremost, I do want to say this. I do want to salute to this nigga Roy Johnson too, because there's a borderline between genius and insanity. And this nigga said he was in the gray area, and he literally lived in the gray area. No lie.
He did say that.
No lie. He definitely lived in the gray area. So at any point in time, you could say that this nigga's a genius, or you could say this nigga's insane, for sure, right? The one thing that I do respect about all of this shit was the fact that he found a way to make shit happen, no matter what. His hustle was unmatched. Even though it was in the wrong direction, his hustle was unmatched. Now, this is where he could have put all this shit to rest. I'll be honest with you. He could have made this shit a prep school and then made it on some JUCO shit. He could have had all them niggas on the team. Nobody would have thought twice. Nobody would even challenge the shit if it would have been like some JUCO type prep school shit, right? Now you got 17, 16-year-olds or whatever. You got 18, 19-year-olds. You got some 20-year-olds. You might have a nigga on the team 22. Nobody's going to question this shit if this is a JUCO. Ever. They wouldn't even have an ounce of doubt. You could have said Bishop Sycamore was a prep school. You could have had all of them niggas that was 16, 17 or whatever play in the high school division. Nobody would have tripped.
I mean, nobody did trip until the IMG game.
Until they seen them niggas lose.
Yeah, on national TV. Like even though they was losing all of their games to these schools, nobody thought it wasn't nothing. They were just like, oh, well, that's just this school. I think it got to the point where when they started getting to the schedule, like once, like after like a year ago, when they switched it, because they was like what, CCCU.
No, they was Christian of Faith Academy at first.
Okay,
which was
so they were COF.
2019, 2020. Before
that's
COVID
when they switched to
Bishop Sycamore. Bishop Sycamore. Yeah.
So I think after like a few games and people started getting film on them, like, oh yeah, this is just the easy W right here. So nobody cared. They were just like, well, we're just gonna blow these dudes out, you know what I'm saying, and and keep it pushing.
Not knowing that these is grown ass men.
Like the funny, like I get you. It's funny, but I
That's
think
hilarious.
that. But the thing is, it's like when you take everything in consideration. And I'm not trying to
Mhm.
serious it up, but it's like when you take everything in consideration. These dudes ain't really eating like they're supposed to be eating. They're not
Hey man,
working
let me
out
tell you
really.
something.
They're not
I'm
doing
I'm
any
with you.
conditioning.
No, listen. I'm with you. I'm with you. Right. I agree 100%. But thinking back to when you was 19 and 20, just think about that. Think back to you was 19 and 20. I used to go all day outside playing football, basketball, maybe riding a bike, you know what I'm saying, walking around. And I maybe ate once a day at
Not
19 and 20. 19 and 20. There was nobody I would ever think could bust my ass in any sport at any point of that day with me not eating, not drinking no water, no nothing. There was no way, right? No way. Now, I've been challenged by some dope niggas, right? It was only a handful that could get busy with me. Mind you, at 19 and 20, I was 5'6", maybe 140, 150. My at the max where I was like in shape, I was probably like 160, 165, probably 170. But just when I was like at my peak shape, right?
Mhm.
Nobody could fuck with me. I'm talking about nobody could fuck with me. And I wasn't the fastest nigga either. I was quick as fuck. But no, as far as speed goes, I'm an average, you know what I'm saying, speed. Maybe if I ran a 40, I probably ran maybe like, I don't know, uh a 4 or 5. You know what I'm saying? Some average shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what a defensive lineman run now. Back in my day, you know what I'm saying? That's what uh the average cornerback ran. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the safety. So 4 or 5 was just normal speed. Still, niggas couldn't fuck with me. I was twitchy. I was quick. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. If a nigga stepped to me, I don't give a fuck if he was 16, 17, 18. He, first and foremost, he couldn't outthink me. I done been there before. I could think better than you can. I'm more developed than you are. So I know you're not going to outwit me. These was the most delusional, uh, um, underachieving 19 and 20-year-olds I've ever seen in my life. Not only that, this was the most delusional coach that I've ever seen in my life. This man said to them boys, this is our chance to show the world what we have and what we got and what we can do. After losing every game prior.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
What?
You don't find that suspicious?
Fam, you have never won a football game. You have never been in at this point, you've never been in a football game. Every game y'all play, I don't even know if these niggas got touchdowns, first downs, nothing. You mean to tell me that playing against the IMG Academy, this is the game you want to tell these niggas that we can go and make something of ourselves? No, sir. No. You just lost 2 days ago. What are we talking about? To a team that y'all didn't even know y'all was playing. The game before that, y'all got y'all ass busted. What made you think that you was going to go into the best high school program in Ohio and make something happen? What was that?
Yo, he's definitely delusional. And to hear them like hype before the game, like they actually about to fucking do something. When y'all haven't won a game, and that game that they played 2-3 days prior, they scored 1 touchdown. So it's like for them to think that they're gonna go in there. But like this is my point though. So I get what you're saying and all that type shit, right? This is the difference. You could be 19, 20, 21, 22 years old, and you could be somewhat of an athlete or a person that played high school ball or whatever the case may be. But if you are in a high school program where number one, that is a complete football factory. A complete football factory. Now, the school that I went to, the high school I went to, like, people would kind of consider us somewhat of a football factory. What I mean by that is, like, the school that I went to, like, we're just known for winning. Like, we was never like nationally ranked, not that type stuff, but we was always one of the like top schools, like in the state type thing.
Right.
The workout regimen that we did, especially back then, it was different back then. We used to do 3-a-days back then. You know what I'm saying? And then, then it was like the whole Corey Stringer shit happened. Then they changed it to 2-a-day. We could only do 2 practices a day and all type of shit like that. So what I'm saying is, like, yeah, you could be 20, 21 years old and all this type shit. But the amount of work that these 17 to 18-year-olds are putting in, yeah, you can kind of out. But, and then you got to understand the coaching. I don't think people understand the significance of what IMG is. If IMG got 50 to 45 kids on their roster, 30 of these kids going D1.
Right.
That's what IMG is.
Right.
So it's like you're not playing average high school kids. You're playing like some of the top-notch kids all on one team. It's basically a super team.
Literally. This shit is technically like the AAU of football.
Exactly. That's what this prep school shit is. Like all of these, like, so like these, when y'all look at like the top 15 to 10 schools that are, on max prep, these are factories. These aren't average high school.
I'm glad you're bringing this up because this is the crazy thing. And I told you this off air, right? I have never fucking heard of IMG Academy. And I live in Ohio.
Well, IMG Academy's in Florida.
Oh,
you thought it was in Ohio?
Man, I told you I'm confused about this whole situation.
No, IMG is in Florida, my guy.
So that's why I never heard of it. Okay, that makes sense then.
Yeah, IMG is in Florida. Like,
well, okay, so I'm glad you said that, right? So that's why earlier when we was talking, I was telling you, like, St. Ignatius was the big school in Ohio. Moeller was the big school in Ohio. And I, I rattled off another few, but St. Ignatius and Moeller are really like the two big schools. If you want to go like a step below that, I would say Glenville. You know what I'm saying? Glenville was the other school that really had that. That's where Ted Ginn Sr., Ted Ginn Jr.'s dad, you know what I'm saying? That's where he coached and everything. He got a bunch of players who came out and went to Ohio State and other schools like that. But those three schools are like if you want to go somewhere, if you really want to be somebody in the, you know what I'm saying, in Ohio, like those are the schools to go to. Moeller is in Cincinnati. St. Ignatius, I think, is in Cleveland. And then Glenville is like Akron, Cleveland, in that area or whatever. Maybe in the Toledo area, I'm not sure. But I know Glenville for sure is one of the schools. So now that you say Florida, right? The only school from Florida that I could think of as far as high school goes is St. Aquinas.
Yeah.
And I think that's where Lamar Jackson went.
Yeah, like St. Aquinas, like Miami-Dade, like there's a lot of, but see, those are regular schools though. Like, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
See, IMG is basically like, for a basketball fan, it's like Oak Hill.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, for sure.
That's where they're going. And like, so we had a guy on my high school team a couple of years ago. At the time, he was slated to go to Florida State. Well, he committed to Florida State, but he ended up playing his senior year at IMG.
Okay.
So like that's what I meant by most of those kids had to be 17, 18 years old. So he played like sure. So I mean, he was probably
it was
like
a real school too. So yeah.
Yeah. And like the money, like that school at the end of this documentary, they said IMG pulled in $78 million.
Yeah, they got bought out by investors.
So it's to think the money, like I saw the other day, there is a stadium that just got completed in Texas. I forget which part of Texas. $32 million stadium for a high school
Yeah,
stadium.
yeah.
$32
Well,
million.
This is what I will say about Texas, because I've had a chance to go scrimmage in Texas. Now, Texas, when they say football is religion, when I tell you shit shut down in Texas, shit shuts down in Texas. I lived in Columbus for a few years, and during the Ohio State Michigan week, shit shuts down. Right, rest of the year we don't give a fuck. We expect to win them games. The only game we really give a fuck about is that other school up north, right?
Mm.
And because it's a rivalry, it's something fun, but shit shuts down. Like, it was a fucking big boy, Frisch's big boy, that got shut down because of that week. Them motherfuckers got off early. They got off at 11 o'clock. And that motherfucker wasn't open again till Sunday. That's how it be in Columbus. Sometimes here in Dayton, it'd be like that. Cincinnati, kind of, but not so much, because they got the Bearcats or so on and so forth. But for the most part, Columbus is, you know what I'm saying, that shit shut down. In Texas, nigga, if the middle school is playing on the day, that town might shut down. If the high school plays on that day, the town is for sure shutting down. Nigga, when the Longhorns play, it's over with. Nigga, North Texas University, it's over with.
Yeah,
Baylor,
Texas. Yeah.
over with. You know what I'm saying? TCU, over with. That's when they say that shit is a religion, that shit is a religion. If RG3 go anywhere in Texas, he good. Vince Young, good. LT, good. They don't play about football in Texas, bro.
Yeah, Texas different. Florida's up there. Like I told you, my freshman year, my sophomore year, we went to camp in Florida. We went to South Florida.
Yeah.
And we went to a camp down there. Like the first year I went for a receiver, and then in my sophomore year I went defensive back.
Yeah.
And like the type of athletes like in Florida is like completely different. It was like
niggas in Florida is completely different.
Yo, it's crazy, man. It's
sure.
like, but I will tell you this though,
mm-hmm.
and I got people to back me up on this. I can get Sinclair, he can tell you.
No, for sure.
We went down there that first year,
and
so we get to telling people like, you know what I'm saying, we from South Carolina and all this shit. They're like, South Carolina, man, I can't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we showed up like we did like this tournament thing, won that shit, right? So we come back the next year. You know what they said? Oh, but that's some South Carolina boys.
Okay, then.
that's some South Carolina boys. So we went down there and we made a statement, but man, this
to even this, to balance this out, when we went to Texas, yeah, they didn't care about us either. We never went back though, because we got our ass busted. It was all bad.
Yeah, it was wild, man. It was wild. But like this whole thing, like I said, you're completely right. He borders the line of genius and idiot. You know, to close that out, because we kind of left that conversation. But like,
yeah,
for him to be able to finesse his way up to be able to get a schedule for number one, for a team that's not even a school,
right.
For him to finesse
2
hotels,
years,
2 years, to finesse, you know, hotels, to finesse the government with the PPP loan shit. If you look, he was saying that those kids basically own a barbershop.
Right.
To finesse the government, to finesse the whole schooling system, to finesse the whole state of Ohio.
Niggas finesse the church.
Yes. And like, and to finesse these kids, the parents,
Mhm.
and all of this shit. Fucking
Oh
Walmart.
no. I don't show no mercy on the parents. Let me tell you something. If my
Especially the
kid,
parents that were there. But
no, just
parents, period.
in
Yeah,
general,
because
yeah.
my kid wouldn't
How the
that never
fuck?
would happen.
How the fuck don't you? Okay, first and foremost, you send your kid off to school, whatever the case may be, right? And say it's a prep school. That's cool. Nigga, you didn't go down there to investigate.
Oh.
'Cause
First of all, I'm
remember the
investigating
one
before
dude,
you go.
remember the one dude said the school that they showed us wasn't the school that we had at all to begin with. They said we just viewed this school. Once we actually got to doing shit, they was in some shit called Youth Build in Columbus. That shit is crazy.
That is crazy. But then I thought Bomani Jones. But well, first of all, Bomani Jones had a lot of great points.
Yes, he did.
But one of the points that he said, he was like, "There's only a few titles that you get that stick with you for life."
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "Doctor, whether you are a doctor or you got a doctorate, you know,
Pastor.
people always call you doctor, pastor,
Mm-hmm.
and coach."
Yep.
Anytime I saw it, see any of my coach, dude, I just ran into my fucking C team basketball coach.
Mm-hmm.
Now his is a little different because he was an officer too. Sometimes I call him Officer Reeves. Sometimes I call him Coach because it kind of toward the line because he was a cop too.
Yeah.
But like even when I saw him the other day, that's Coach.
Nigga,
And
I called my son's coach, and he never coached me a day in his life. We was the same age. I called him coach.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And for him to put them in two situations that we didn't talk about yet.
Mm-hmm.
The one situation with the homeless guy.
Oh my God.
Where he says there's a homeless guy in his car. He thought it was one of his players. Get closer, see this homeless guy. And he gets a belt and start beating them. And then have the guys go in and start beating them too.
This is okay. This is when I text you and I said this nigga's a menace. Because this is what I meant. So the homeless guy's rummaging through his car trying to find shit. The nigga homeless. He got a bike. You know what I'm saying? So remember Bomani Jones talked about being a coach. And the example of being a coach was, or the definition of being a coach was being a leader of men. And so in this moment, he caught the homeless guy going through his car. He said the homeless guy turned around and seen him. And, he confronted him. And then the rest, the team came out. And once the team came out, his ego came out, right? And he told them, he said, "Do you know why he's in my car right now?" And, of course, nobody answered. He says, because he never had a dad to whoop his ass.
Yep.
He then continues to take off his belt and whoop another grown man with a belt. In the midst of this, you got 17, let's just say 17 through 21-year-olds that's seeing this happen, rambunctious, full of testosterone, just wild. They they start to join in, and they beat on this man as well. The police come through, and this is where I lost all respect for this guy. Because at first I was like, okay, this nigga just a hustler. He just found a way to hustle some people. I'm not really mad at that. Because if you get hustled, you get hustled. That's the game, right? We've all been in the streets. We've all been a part of this. Coming from the hood, you're supposed to be able to decipher what's some bullshit and what's not. This nigga really just a scammer. That's what I looked at it as first. Until I seen this. So as he was telling the story, he started to talk about the homeless man. And when he talked about the homeless man, he said that when the police came, they asked questions or whatever. And he said, yeah, I caught this guy, basically breaking into my car. And he said, then the homeless guy talking to the officer. He said, I know I shouldn't have broke into his car, but I didn't know they were going to do me like this. But while he was saying it, as he was imitating them, he was very condescending and he was laughing at it. Then he said something about the homeless man asking about pain meds. You know what I'm saying? When he was supposedly going to jail. When I seen that let me know everything I needed to know about Roy Johnson. He's not a narcissist. He's not egotistical. He's insecure. And he is, what is the word I'm looking for? I believe it's apathetic. He has no empathy. And because of that situation, he felt like I showed them what it's like to be, you know what I'm saying, like an alpha. I showed them what it's supposed to be. I showed them how you're supposed to be able to react to shit. And before we, you know what I'm saying, conclude, I also want to get into the other situation that happened as well between him and his, I don't know if it was his girlfriend or wife or whatever, but I want to talk about that too before we leave out of here. But that's another thing that he thought was like the quote unquote right thing, you know what I'm saying, to teach them. And in this moment, because he had them beating on a homeless guy or whatever, I forgot who the player was, but he was like, yo, I didn't even get into this shit. Like, I don't fuck with this. He said, so I kind of sat back and watched everybody. And that's when I told my mom, like, I called my mom, like, hey, I want to come home because this some bullshit. And knowing that as a, you know what I'm saying, quote unquote leader of men, that you're leading these young boys to react to somebody like this, instead of beating on this man, you really could have just stopped him because you already caught him in the act. And you got all these kids behind you. You could have stopped him, told him, hey man, listen, you know, put my stuff back. If you need some help, you know what I'm saying, we could try to help you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's ways around that type shit. But to, you know what I'm saying, to physically harass and abuse this man in front of these boys and then let them get a turn, quote unquote, you know what I'm saying, and get their licks in, that's not what a coach is supposed to do. That's not what a coach is. That's really not even what a coach is. A coach is supposed to show you a better way out of everything that you've done. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to be a mentor. He's supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, like a lifeline, a guide. And if he's doing that, like, yo, that shit was not cool at all. That really changed my whole mindset on this dude and let me know, like, this nigga's a dirtbag. He's a scumbag. Like, this nigga is the lowest of the low.
Well, I mean, I've been thought that, you know, there's a lot of tell signs throughout this whole documentary that tells you that. But yeah, that was the second thing that I was gonna say. But there's also a third situation. I'll start with the lighter one. When the one dude that played defensive back was like, they was in his car, and there was a flock of geese, and he was like, instead of letting them walk across the street, he said he floors it, runs them over, threw the bitch in reverse, went back and hit him again, and said, "There's nothing like fresh smell of blood in the morning," or some shit like that.
Right.
And it's like what the fuck do dead geese got to do with, you know what I'm saying, smelling fresh blood? Like, when that, first of all, it's a term that you use in sports. It's not real physical blood. Like,
right.
Running over an animal and playing in a football game is not the same thing. That's not how the term works.
That's not what Killer Instinct is.
Exactly. Like, that's totally different. That's not the same thing.
Word.
But to also show that to them, but then, like you said, what I was getting at was the domestic violence situation. And to do that in front of a player, and then when you get in the car and say that's how you handle women. You know what I'm saying?
And then to laugh it off, though.
Yeah.
That's the craziest part. To laugh it off, like, did you see what she made me do? Fam, this is, and that's why I said like this really changed my, because at first I was giving him the benefit of the doubt. I'm like I said, this nigga's a scammer, this nigga's a hustler. And I'm like, yo, I'm not really mad at dude because really he got the best of everybody. First and foremost, as a parent, you supposed to take your kid there, go see what the school look like, all this other shit. You supposed to do your research before. Bless me.
Bless you.
Thank you. Thank you. But before you even get to that point, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was going to a normal high school. My mom was like, yo, let's go to the school and see. When my sister went to high school, my mom was like, let's go to the school and see. You know what I'm saying? She knew the schools existed. You know what I'm saying? She knew of the schools, but we still went up there. We still looked around, so on and so forth. So for these parents to just randomly let their kids just go the fuck off. And like he tried to say, a lot of them was homeless, which I think is bullshit too. I don't believe that. But like he said, you know, they just homeless kids or whatever, and then some of them, you know, their parents just let them do whatever. Those parents ain't shit, because there's no way in hell. In the teen mom, the one that was talking about, he sent me a picture of what they was eating, and there, if I ever see my kid eating some shit like that, first and foremost, all right, it's time to get you out of there, big dog. You ain't even supposed to be here. Cause what the fuck is this? You don't know if it's porridge. They said something about it was all the rest of the food mixed up. One kid talked about how the macaroni was left, and then 4 days later the macaroni was still there. Like what? Like, come on, man. All this shit is ridiculous. But then to see that the coach is sitting there arguing with his girl at the hotel. Somehow the players see him smack her, and he tells her, you see what you made me do in front of my players. Really? Like, this nigga's the lowest of the low. I get why don't nobody fuck with this dude.
But then to say that at the end of the day he won and he got bigger things to come because Michael Strahan called him on the phone. Like, I think look, I don't know Michael Strahan, but I think Michael Strahan saw an opportunity of like, I can get me a movie credit type of thing.
I bet you Michael Strahan was sent by Good Morning America. And they was like, hey, you know, you black, he black, y'all do the football thing. See if you can get him so we can get an interview on Good Morning America. I bet you that's all that was.
Because he's talking like he got all of these opportunities come up when he got, was it 27 cases, I think?
30.
Was it 30?
30.
So you got all of these cases, all these fraud cases.
Plus.
Yeah. It's like, dude, what are you talking about? And like, he looks at it like, because he was able to finesse himself and finesse his team to get on ESPN and play IMG, but this is the thing that he didn't seem to realize. Not only did you embarrass yourself as a quote unquote coach, but you embarrassed those kids. Well, the guys. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And like, you telling them, that's what I'm saying, to get humiliated. Like, we play the team. We play them every year. You know what I'm saying? Punish them all the time. But my senior year, we beat these jokers. It's called Travis Rest. We beat these jokers 69-0. Now, this is the thing. Everybody like in the upstate and like, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers in Kentucky don't know about this shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just a South Carolina thing. You know, if you pay attention,
they know that if they know that if you play this school, that's more than likely a dub.
Yeah. And it's like, but not only did they get beat down mentally and physically, like a lot of these dudes got injuries that you're gonna feel this shit forever. Like that one dude said,
torn ACLs.
Yeah, bro. He said, no, he's like, I heard a pop in my knee. But can you play? Can you play?
No,
and he go out there.
That's not what he said. That's not what he said. He said he told them on the sideline, I felt my knee pop. They said, if it don't hurt, keep playing.
Yeah, keep playing. And he was like, "Come to find out, I got a torn ACL."
ACL, bro.
And like these kids are
The quarterback dislocated his shoulder. He fucked his ankle up. Then the second quarterback, after the starting quarterback, the second quarterback was a DB receiver, he fucked his ankle up. Then the next quarterback had a concussion. Then the next quarterback, I forgot what happened to him, but he ended up out too. I think he messed up his leg too. Then the last quarterback was the only one to survive all this shit.
And you want to say you won because you finessed your way on that, but what you did was you embarrassed these dudes forever. Like that quarterback, like the whole Grambling State thing fell apart and all of this type shit. But then it's like at the same time, what you did, like honestly, first of all, this never would have happened to me. I know hindsight being 2020, but whatever. This would never happen to me. But if it did, and y'all call me asking me to do an interview, I don't want to show my face. You understand me? I don't want nobody to know who the fuck I am. Like,
no, bro. It was a moment in that IMG game, bro, where a linebacker got injured, and they said, "Nigga, we don't even have a 54 on this roster."
Yeah, crazy. And it's like I say, man, I understand what the one, I think his name was Ben. I understand what he was trying to say, because like some shit is just common knowledge. Like, yeah, the only thing I give Roy credit for is actually being able to put this shit together and be able to get for number one, a roster, to be able to get a schedule and all that type shit. But it's just how he did it. You know what I'm saying? To sit there and take advantage of these young boys and get their social security numbers and get them, he took out PPP loans under these kids' names and got them evicted and all this type shit. And it's just like,
yo, when they interviewed old dude and he was like, "Did you know he took out 2 PPP loans in your name?" He was like, "Yo, I didn't know nothing about that." Bro, not only that, between the PPP loans and the fucking evictions, bro, you know how many lives you ruined?
That's what I'm saying. And he trying to say, and these motherfuckers gonna talking like that about me? It's like,
yeah,
what are you talking about,
bro? Like, niggas might not be able to get a bank account. Niggas might not be able to get a decent fucking car. They may not even be able to ever get a house. All kind of shit, bro. Like, that shit affects everything in their lives. And this nigga complaining because these niggas is telling the truth. Like, yo, this nigga's a real live fucking scumbag.
Man, that dude is delusional.
No, for sure.
And to think
that's why I said at first I thought it was between fucking genius and insanity. But the more and more I watch this, that's when I said I changed my mind, bro. I'm like, yo, this nigga's a fucking dirtbag, plain and simple.
Yeah, and to ruin their life. Now, like I say, I'm not gonna put it all on him.
Right.
Because I mean, with 2000, let's see, this was 20.
This was
22.
This was like 19 through 21.
Okay, 221. Yes. There's Google.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, like Google's like the first thing like fucking pops up on your Safari. Like, there's ways to look into shit, and like none of y'all looked into it. Now, I say,
hold on, wait, because let's stay on that, because you make a great point, and this is what I want to say. Now, you mean to tell me, right? You done been to these practices and you done did these drills and all this other shit, bro. You've been playing football all your life.
Exactly.
You mean to tell me though none of this shit seem foreign to you? You ain't asking no questions. You just in here just following the route. There's no way you got 50 some odd kids from the hood and not one nigga asked a question. I just don't believe it. A lot of this shit though is not just on him. It's not just on the parents. some of them kids, that's why I said some of them kids gotta take some accountability too, because ain't none of y'all niggas just think, oh, we just here to play foot. Because that's how they talked about was playing football. None of them niggas was talking about school or nothing. I know, like he said some shit about youth build. But the one nigga was like, yeah, he tried to get classes for me. Nigga, you already graduated. Why are you taking classes? You don't think that's weird?
That's what I'm saying. And like
what classes are you taking to go back to high school? You graduated. You got your diploma. What are you talking about?
It make absolutely no sense. You know what I'm saying? And then like dude, like we used to have like fucking Chick-fil-A for pregame meals. We used to have this barbecue place called Mutt's. We used to have, you know what I'm saying, like full-fledged meals. You know what I'm saying? And y'all don't think it's y'all gotta go to Walmart and fucking steal?
Wait a minute.
To eat?
The one video they showed where the nigga was rolling the cart in the parking lot, this nigga had a bag of ice.
Yeah. And it's probably because they fucking sore.
Yeah.
There's no training room. There's no trainer. Y'all
no
been
facility,
playing.
No
That's what I'm
facility
saying.
whatsoever. What high school have you ever been to where you have to live in a fucking hotel? Like that's the type of shit I'm talking about. Like as a 16 through 19-year-old, none of this shit clicks in your head. Nigga, when I was 16, if a nigga told me I had to live in a hotel to go to high school, I think you was trying to rape me. I'm just being real. What the fuck do I have to do in a hotel that I have to go to high school, bro? What are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying. Like I have to put some on them to be like I say. If some of these dudes, look, we don't know if all of them play high school ball or not. I don't know. Right. I'm assuming some of them did, but some of them like they had no athletic ability. So it's kind of like, all right, did you really play? I don't know.
Niggas look like they had the athletic ability. First and foremost, let's get this out the way.
The quarterback looked like he actually played football.
Nigga, where?
I don't know where. I have to look his name up.
No, I'm saying, like, where did you see he looked like he played quarterback? Because
dude, when they showed him throw some of those balls was, you know what I'm saying? He looked like they were showing him doing the foot, you know what I'm saying? The whole little drill thing.
I can go out right now and do all that same shit. And you think I played quarterback in high school.
Hey, come on, man.
Come on, Scoops. No, let's be real. None of these niggas was being coached properly. the nigga said that they was running plays off Madden.
Exactly. And y'all don't think this y'all playing for a coach who has no playbook.
If you could recognize a playoff Madden in your playbook, sir, something ain't right. Okay, something ain't right.
Man, listen, like I'll say this, and then we get So when I ended up going to Fairmont State, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'd never been there. I didn't visit them. None of that shit because I was on some shit where, like, I told you my story. Like I squandered away all of my chances to go to school, all that type of shit. So I was just going to a little technical school called Greenville Tech.
Right.
Coach hit me up. I know this guy up there. You know what I'm saying? I can call him. I sent my highlight tape. They're like, we want you. I go up there. They give me a partial scholarship, all this shit.
Right.
So I get this. So I don't know anything about the school. You know what I'm saying? I just went out on a limb. I was like, hey, I want to play football. Boom. They gave me an opportunity. I get there, and okay, now it's not like this. This is a real school now.
No, yeah,
so it's a real school now. But the point of where I'm going is like, so Coach Brumfield's looking at me like, obviously he see like, okay, you come from a school because he knows about, because like they did a whole little thing with me in the paper.
Mm-hmm.
They said I was 6'4", but they were like 6'4", 180 receiver. He got 4 years of eligibility, helped his high school team win a state championship, all the shit. Okay. So we're running stuff in camp. He looking at me like, damn, like you got, because when I went there, they was already pretty good at the defensive back position. But even my highlight tape that I sent had a lot of receiver on it. It had receiver and defensive back. He was like, look, we need more help at the receiver position, so we want you to play receiver. All right, cool. So, I'm in my stance, I'm doing my shit. So one day he pulled me to the side because I get to looking at these guys and I'm like, yeah, I don't know about this school. So he's like, can you help me out a little bit? I'm like, what you mean? It's like, can you help the guys out, with stance and getting off the ball? And I'm like, wait a minute, like we in college and they don't know how to do a stance. And I'm like, okay, whatever I need to do. So, okay. I bring it up to say, like, they ended up winning like 2 games or some shit. Remember, I told you I was a red shirt. All I did was practice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Basically, run the scout team, get the motherfuckers ready. So, at the end of the year, we have an end of the year meeting. Now, I told this story on the podcast I did with Willie McGee. Remember, I told you Willie was a quarterback.
Yeah.
On the team. Well, he wasn't a starting quarterback, but he was a
quick,
quarterback.
If y'all don't know who Willie McGee is, Willie McGee was one of the teammates of LeBron James at St. Vincent St. Mary's in high school. In the what's the documentary called?
Well, it was 2 of them. Well, no,
More Than
the
the Game
Shooting Stars is the show. More Than the Game. Yeah.
Yeah, More Than the Game is a documentary. Y'all can go check that out everywhere.
And y'all can check out Shooting Stars on Peacock.
Yeah, but yeah, that documentary is also about a high school team in Ohio.
Look, see, you had to throw that in there.
For sure. Got a rep.
But so we talked about this. So we at the end of the year meeting, and the coach is like, yeah, the season didn't end the way I thought it was gonna end. And he was like, that one team, because they ended up playing a team in South Carolina. I had came home that weekend so I could go to the game or whatever.
Yeah.
They played the school called North Greenville, right? So this is what the coach said. Like literally, this in front of a team. He says, North Greenville won like 2 games last year. He's like, so I scheduled them. He's like, I didn't know they was gonna win like 13 games and win the conference. And I'm like, wait a minute. So you scheduled them because they would lose? Because they had a losing season?
Absolutely.
And I'm like, yo, but I'm like, hey, no, fuck that. That's crazy. I didn't come from that. Like I told you before, like we were like 49-10.
Yeah.
Like the most we ever lost in one season was my junior year. That we lost 4 games that year. Well, the 4th game was in the playoff. We lost, so we had lost. Like the most we ever lost in a regular season is 3.
Right.
So it was 2, 2, 3, and 2. And like to go into it saying some shit like that, where I'm gonna schedule losers on the schedule, it's like nah. Like that's not what I'm with.
Right.
And that's not a mentality that you want to have. So, like, the whole point of me saying that is just like, what to kind of expect by playing football, and that's why I have to put some of the accountability on these guys, because like,
absolutely,
y'all know, like this shit ain't normal. And I will say, because they said it, I gotta believe it. There was some homeless dudes on the team.
Them niggas I don't count because I
don't count them because it's like you don't have shit else going on.
Yeah,
you got a fucking room. I mean, y'all stealing food. You get meals at times. So it's kind of like
doing it anyway if you're homeless.
Exactly. So it's just like, okay, I'm not gonna punish you for that. Right. But like, yeah, this dude, like you said, he's a dirt bag. For him to talk about them the way he did and to say that he gave them opportunities, and like, first of all, like I say, how you gonna get these dudes opportunities when they have no class, no GPA, they haven't been in school? Like, how the fuck do they suppose? I don't even know how these dudes got into Louisville.
That was my biggest question. Because, well, they must have had already graduated, but that was my biggest question. I'm sitting here like, so they doing all of this shit and they supposed to be getting on teams. Do they not know like niggas gonna look at the academic record and ask questions about
Man,
that?
that's
How the
why
fuck
I
do you
said
get into college without the academics?
that's exact, dude. And that was my issue. That's what we talked about before we started. I tell people all the time, I'm not the dude that's gonna sit here and hype myself up and all that type of shit. I was a good player, I really was, but I wasn't good enough to where they would look past my 2.5 GPA and say,
Right.
we're gonna take a chance on you,
Right.
regardless of the academic risk that you are. That's how I judge this shit. So I had graduated a good, decent player. I got D1 schools that are talking to me and shit like that, and I wasn't able to get in. And y'all think that y'all gonna graduate high school and be out of school for a year, two years,
You think you can
3 years.
graduate a fake school, a school that don't even exist? And
Well,
all you
some of them
doing is,
graduated,
no,
but
I'm
I'm
just
saying
saying,
like
I
you
ain't talking about the
graduate
ones that
real
graduated.
school.
Yeah, I ain't
Yeah,
talking about the ones that really graduated. I'm talking about the ones that were still in high school. You thought that you was gonna go to a fake school that didn't exist, not take no classes, not do no work except for whatever the fuck you was doing at BuildWorks or whatever that shit was called, YouthWorks or whatever, and you thought that was gonna get you to where you needed to be. Like, literally, think about this though. Y'all niggas was literally in school for what? A whole football season, maybe? Because what it really seemed like was they was with this motherfucker for 2 years. If that's the
crazy.
case, you gotta be confused at this point. You gotta be thinking something ain't right.
Something ain't right. This shit weird.
For sure. Because you ain't going to class, so 9 times out of 10, you only there for football. So you mean to tell me throughout the football season, you was there. Once you went home, that was it? You ain't had to go back to school. You ain't had to do no classwork. You ain't do none of that shit. That's what I said. All of this shit is just weird as fuck to me. Because knowing how it is in school, right? Football season is only for an extended period of the school year,
Mm-hmm.
right? Once football season is over, what do you then do?
School. Well, for
I'm
me,
talking about them, because the school don't exist. Like, what are y'all doing outside of that?
and that was another thing they didn't address. It's like,
Yeah.
did they go home afterwards?
Well, no, they said, remember, they said that because he didn't pay, and this was the second year. We ain't even talking about the 2019 year. This was the 2020 year. They were saying that, you know what I'm saying, one of the dudes was saying like he packed his shit up and he told the, you know what I'm saying, the hotel clerk, bye. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, yo, do you know why y'all getting kicked out? And he was like, nah, the season over with. She like, nah, nigga, he ain't paid a goddamn thing. This nigga was literally scamming everything. He took the team mom to go take him. No, it wasn't a team mom, it was a trainer. He took the mom who was the trainer to go pick up a check. She thinking that they going to a bank. This nigga say, nah, we going to
Take me to
Kinko's.
Kinko's.
This is a hot check.
This motherfucker got copies of checks.
No, he took it so he could print the numbers for the account out on the check. Fam, what? And at that point, you didn't think, oh, this nigga's a scammer. Why do you need to go to Kinko's for a check, sir?
Yeah, some of these people definitely deserve accountability, man.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So let's hey man, listen, y'all gotta watch this documentary. This documentary is not only just baffling, but I mean, I lose faith in humanity with these documentaries. Let's go ahead and get into the Fire Flames, bro.
Let's do it.
Yoga Fire, Yoga Flame.
All right, man. So what you rating this thing?
As much as I don't want to do this because Roy is for him to be at the end of the documentary and say, yo, like I won because I'm sitting here and Michael Strahan reached out to me and I got bigger things to come and I'm on HBO and all this type shit. I don't want to give him nothing.
Right.
But for what this is, the footage that is given, the information that is given, the investigation that was put into this, I mean, I gotta give this shit a 5. Um, but to see that when you really like all being all serious, like there's a lot of accountability to be taken throughout all of this shit, and I do think that he did open people's eyes to certain things, to where what he really did was he exposed high school football for what it is, but at the end of the day, it's not really going to change anything because I mean that's the way to get to the next level, to get to D1, to get to the NFL. So, but even though he exposed the system, it's not going to change the system.
Right.
But yeah, but everything that was given in here, I hate to say this motherfucker's entertaining.
Oh no, for sure.
Like he is. So but I gotta give this a 5, man.
I'm gonna agree with you, man. I'm gonna give it a 5. First and foremost, the story is this shit is a coin flip because it can be a story of success. It could be a story of triumph. It could be a story of overcoming the odds, right? This also can be a story of of theft, crime, harassment, manipulation, so on and so forth. And it all depends on the way that you view Roy Johnson. Me personally, I feel like he really did a disservice to these boys. He put them in positions that not only were they not ready for, but they weren't equipped to handle. And it clearly showed when you look back and you only see that 2 out of however many students that he quote unquote had, only 2 of them end up going to college that we seen. The rest of them were working at regular jobs, looking to get, you know what I'm saying, another chance at getting into college or going to the league. And then I believe one of them was like permanently injured.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And couldn't even play sports no more. So to me, that's just like, that is that's the result of all of this. But I'm definitely giving it a 5. This documentary was compelling. This documentary made you feel things, especially if you were an ex-football player or if you've just been around the sport in general. This really evoked emotion, and I definitely appreciate that. Excuse me. And they did a good job of, getting as many sides as they could as well. So I'm gonna stick with a 5.
Oh, same page.
For sure, for sure. Let's get into the coming soon, man.
Let's do it.
Coming soon to own on video and DVD.
All right, man. With this next episode, man, we are doing the GameStop documentary. Now I know S. Dot, this may be just a tad bit out for you because you play video games, but you're not like in the video games like I am. But you're not foreign or alien to this subject, so this is still going to be a great one. But I don't know how much you frequented. I think I'm saying that right. GameStop, when it was at its height. But I will say this: when I was constantly going to GameStop and going in there, I had the membership and I was getting the GameStop magazines and buying stuff, selling it back, so on and so forth. When I tell you you think Roy Johnson is an asshole. You wait until you watch this goddamn GameStop documentary. I haven't even seen it yet, but living it, I know these motherfuckers are the biggest goddamn scammers in the world. Because I remember at one point in time, somebody had bought. This is when the PlayStation 4 had just came out. Somebody had bought a brand new PlayStation 4. And I think it was like $400, maybe $500 at the time, maybe $3. But let's level it out at 4 because I believe it was 4. It was unopened. It was brand new. It was bought, all that. And they took it back because their son was acting up. You know how much they got for that motherfucker?
What, about 2?
$150.
No, that's crazy.
No, in cash. They only got $350 in store credit. And that was their hustle. They would give you more in store credit than they would offer you in cash. So you literally just paid $400 for this. You not even getting half of that back. You only getting $150. That's the way they got their shit off. I can't wait to watch this shit because I know it's gonna be all kind of shit that's gonna irk my fucking nerves, and I'm gonna go burn down the GameStop. Because we still got 2 that I know of. One of them gonna get burned down after this documentary. So if I'm not here on the next episode, y'all, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put a GoFundMe up. Y'all go support that. Just bullshitting, bro. But yeah, the GameStop documentary, man, that's what we doing next. Y'all get into it, get ready. Great episode, bro. Excuse me. Great episode, man. If you guys enjoyed the documentary BS High, if you didn't enjoy the documentary BS High, if you watched it and you still want to go play for Bishop Sycamore, because technically they can still run and do their thing, you know what I'm saying? Hit us up and let us know on socials, on Instagram and Twitter at View9Pod, on Facebook VA Pod Watch Group. You can also hit us up on Twitter and join our community where we talk about movies and TVs. That's Viewers Anonymous. And then if you are not subscribed, subscribe to the podcast. If you following the podcast, subscribe to the podcast. It's only $2.99 a month. You get extra episodes. We just dropped the episodes 3, 4, and 5 of season 2 of Winning Time. We got the whole season 2 of Winning Time covering right now. We got some extra episodes behind that. We got a few behind the scenes episodes. Go there, go check it out, go support. $2.99 a month. Don't miss out. Also, if you want to follow me, you can follow me on Twitter/X at Scoots Bronson. I have a link to my bio. You can find me everywhere else there.
And y'all can find me at s.foster8 on Instagram and on X at 28 minutes or less pod. That's just on IG. Follow the podcast. Follow the podcast. 28 minutes or less. I got an idea for a new pod, so be on the lookout for that. Last one is still rooting for the bad guy, but I got something new coming up. And that's all I got, man.
Dope. Make sure y'all go check out that 28 minutes or less, man. That boy don't play. And then last but not least, man, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. Your support is always appreciated. Without you, there could be no us. But like you know that they say in Hollywood, at the end of it all, it's a wrap.
Cut.